Hey YouTube, I'm coming at you with episode 7 of the Pittsburgh Steelers offline franchise here on All-Madden. We're going to go ahead and get straight into the action. I believe it's week 10 here against the Jacksonville Jaguars. We're going to see if we can pick up another win in a row in a tough game. I believe we have 8 wins in a row now. Alright, we're coming out here on defense. I know Jacksonville has a pretty run-heavy offense, so we're going to try and stack the box early against them. Yeah, they're going to come out in a run-heavy formation 2 times in a row here, so we're going to just keep stacking the box.
Remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage? That's changed. That changed in a big way. We see it now.
Able to easily chase him down there with Sean Davis. Seems like Leonard Fournette might be injured. We've got David DeCastro out, Le'Veon Bell out, a couple big players there on offense for us. So it's kind of next man up mentality at this point in the season. James Conner's coming in. He got the start in week 1 in real life, so should be interesting to see what actually happens with that situation when Bell actually comes back. We're going to go ahead and pressure Bortles on 3rd and long, and we're going to get the ball back here on a 3 and out. And we're back here on offense. Antonio Brown came out with a huge punt return, got us to about the 40-yard line. We're going to come out in the full house set here. Let's see if we can do anything. We don't have anybody open at the moment. We're going to try and force it to Brown. Overthrown a little bit by Ben Roethlisberger. I'd like to try and do a stretch play here, get James Conner to the outside. Running to the inside is not going to be advantageous for us because of the front 7 of the Jaguars and how powerful they are. Nice 5-yard run on his first carry there for James Conner. We're going to go and try and spread him out a little bit here. Going to hit him with the Steeler cross early here. Maybe try and hit Jesse James underneath. He's in man coverage. It's not favorable for us. I was trying to switch to James and bring him back to the ball there. We weren't able to bring him back. It's on the 45-yard line across the field, so it's not an opportunity to go for it quite yet. I'm usually pretty good at getting the coffin corners, not on that one. This Jacksonville rushing attack is just not doing anything. You know, not having Leonard Fournette is just going to kill them here. They've already been backed up twice, so this is, you know, our schedule has turned out to be actually fairly easy for us, just based off the fact of all of the teams that we've been facing being injured or having losing seasons. So pretty easy defensively so far for us this season. I'm going to go with the big nickel on defense here. Maybe try and bring a strong safety linebacker blitz. I want to try and get some good coverage. I'll cover the halfback. Yeah, forced him to throw short there because we brought the pressure. Bortles is only 1 for 2, 4 yards, and that's another 3 and out. We're going to get the ball back quick here. Alright guys, we're back here on offense again for the second drive of the game. Antonio Brown returned the punt to about the 46-yard line. I'm not too sure why he is starting punt return this game. I know we've had Switzer up until this point, so I'm not sure why they decided to sub him in. Jesse James with a good catch over top of Miles Jack there. Jesse James is a big-time performer for us in the past couple games since he came back from his injury.
And most teams mark down big plays as ones that gain 10 yards or more. He certainly has big playability.
That's right, we have lots of injuries. Juju Smith-Schuster is also out for this game. That's why we have Switzer starting in as the 2, because we wanted to have James Washington in as the slot man. We want to see if we can force the ball to him here. Seems like it wants to give me some issues here. I don't know if you guys saw that, but when I was picking the play, it wasn't registering. You know what? James Washington might be out as well. Just based off the fact that he's not in on the slot. I'm going to go ahead and check the depth chart real quick, and I'll be back with you guys here in a second. Just wasn't subbed in at the slot wide receiver position, so because of all the injuries, everything's been kind of mixed up, moved around, but we do really want him to be in the slot. Fortunately there, the play wasn't able to develop. Yannick Ngakwe, depends on how you want to pronounce it, is going to get in for the sack, and we're going to try and kick a long field goal here early. We're going to hit it right on. Yep, and we got the power, the leg. Nice 50, I want to say, what did it say it was, 52-yard field goal? Alright, we're going to come out here on defense with the broadcast angle gameplay here. See if our defense can do anything against the Jacksonville offense. Held them to 2 3-and-outs here early. Corey Grant with a nice 7-yard run on first down. I'm hoping that now that we are simulating and giving this broadcast angle gameplay, we don't give up a touchdown, because our defense was playing really well to start there. Yeah, we're going to get him in the backfield there on the second rush. As you can see, he's only got 6 rushes, probably negative yardage there. Another third down. Third drive, third down. Third down. It's going to be a pass. Easy quick slant over the middle. Marquise Lee.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there.
It's going to be another run. No, it's a play action play. We can't get any pressure, but we got the coverage locked down. Joe Hayden on the edge, able to bat the pass away real easy at the first down marker. Bortles is going to drop back to pass for a second time, dumps it off short to his tight end for probably about 4 yards, 3-4 yards on the gain. So it's up 3rd and 6. We keep forcing them into third down situations, which means we're forcing their offense to stay on the field for a very long period of time, and it's going to start wearing them out quickly. D.D. Westbrook gets open, coming across the middle with a safety on him. Or sorry, that would be, I believe that was Sutton on him. Sutton or Allen. Another run right up the middle. They're moving the ball now. They have it across the 50-yard line, so we'll see if they get a touchdown here on this play. They're going to spread us out here on 2nd down at the 40-yard line. Another quick, easy pass to Austin Seferian-Jenkins. Bortles is now 5 for 7, and he's moving the ball nice and easy.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here.
Another heavy set. The safety's going to have to come up and make a tackle right before the first down marker. He's not going to get the first down on that play. I believe that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter, as Jaguars use a lot of the clock there at the end of the quarter and move the ball down close to the red zone here at the 25-yard line. Another rush right up the middle. They're opening massive holes now on our defense. And Corey Grant is up to 26 yards on 9 carries. Still not a good average, but they are opening up pretty big holes at this point. Toss play to the outside is going to be sniffed out and tackled in the backfield for a loss. Nice play by Artie Burns, I believe, on that side. The fullback's in at running back. Hopefully if they decide to run, he doesn't get many yards. Short throw, 2 yards to Austin Seferian-Jenkins. Going to bring up a 3rd and 8 in the red zone here from the 11-yard line. It's now or never. He's probably looking end zone here if this isn't into the end zone. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown, but it's unlikely. And they do. They got it down to the 1 yard line with a nice catch right there. Marquise Lee again with a nice grab. 2 receptions. Pretty impactful on this drive so far. They're knocking on the door. It's 1st and goal from the 1 yard line. We'll see if they can punch it in. Looks like they're going to run the ball. They are going to run the ball, and we're going to stuff them in the backfield for a 1 yard loss. I believe that's their fullback that's in at running back, so they must be bad. They must be pretty banged up on the depth chart at running back. It's going to be a drop back to pass. There we go. Bud Dupree sniffs out the play far in the backfield, backs him up to the 7 yard line, and it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 7 yard line. Bud Dupree with a beautiful play sniffing out the halfback screen to the side, or bubble, halfback bubble. He lobs it over top, and Artie Burns is going to go up and get a huge interception over top of, I believe that's D.D. Westbrook. I'm not sure who number 12 is for the Jaguars, but we're going to get a turnover in the red zone. Artie Burns with a jump ball interception, and he's going to get us the ball back with a nice touchback there, prevent them from scoring. We'll be back with you here in a moment when we're on offense. All right, guys, we're back on offense here after the huge Artie Burns interception. We're going to try and run a little bit of wildcat here with James Conner. See if we can get the ball moving that way. Weren't able to get the blocking that we wanted. Not able to move the ball at all there. It's actually going to be a loss of 1. So we're probably going to have to switch some things up here. I haven't used my go-to play yet here in this playbook, which is a halfback dive out of this formation. So we're going to see if we can maybe get something running out of that. Give ourselves a little bit of an easier 3rd down. Telvin Smith is going to come in with a tackle. Stop us from getting a big gain there, but that's alright. Not too big of an issue for us. 3rd and 9. We haven't been bad on 3rd down this year. We don't obviously have the speed matchups that we want at wide receiver, so we're going to have to get crafty. James Washington with a beautiful catch through traffic again. Lucky that one wasn't picked off. But he had the favorable corner matchup. He was on the lesser of their corners, their 3 corners there. So nice matchup from him, and we're going to keep trying to hit him with the ball if we can. Just kind of punch this ball downfield a little bit. Ben's going to get hit. Ben's going to fumble. Typical All-Madden this year. As soon as the quarterback gets hit, it's a fumble no matter what. Not much that you can do about it. We just got to deal with it as it comes. I'm going to go into the... I don't want to do... I'd rather do a halfback toss out of this formation. See if we can get the ball bouncing to the outside. We can't. We were able to... We had a hole up the middle and we weren't able to bust through it. It's going to be 3rd and 16, which is going to be pretty difficult to manage. I'm going to go ahead and spread them out again. We're going to go with 4 verts. See if maybe James Washington can get open on this route, or if somebody else can get open going deep. Jesse James is open right down the middle. I tried to truck for the 1st down. Jesse James loses the ball to Sean Gibson. It's going to pick up the ball, and they're going to be back on offense here very quickly after we got a turnover. We're going to turn it right back over to them. We'll see what our defense can do.
The Jaguars getting set to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot.
We're just going to miss every tackle on defense there. We tried to do a hit stick and we missed it, and then we tried to catch him from behind. We weren't able to catch him from behind, and so they're going to go ahead and go up 7-3 on the first play of that drive. We're going to get the ball back on offense here with 2 minutes left and try and drive it down the field and get a score. Not on offense. We're starting at the 25-yard line. Switzer fair caught the ball. We're going to just see if we can get some yardage. Try and make this a closer game or a lead at halftime.
I'm sure he's thinking it starts points right here on this drive. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman on a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this week.
James Conner with a nice truck stick over the safety. He's not a finesse type of back. I would try and make a move if I could, but that's not the type of back he is. I know that he's just going to get hit and fumble if we try and do that, so we're just trying to lower our shoulder at this point, try and make this a little bit more of a manageable game since we get the ball at half. Or, you know what, we might not get the ball at half. I'm not certain about that.
Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
We had Antonio Brown wide open coming across as the play developed, and we're going to get hit while we throw. Very quick third down here.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
There we go. We finally hit James Washington on that slant route, which is what we've been trying to do here for a while. We're going to move it up over the 50-yard line. A minute left. All three of our timeouts remaining, and we're going to at least get a field goal on this drive. Ooh. Obviously, James Conner can't throw the ball very good. Not in Madden, at least. We're going to have an incomplete pass out of Wildcat formation. Did not mean to throw that ball out of bounds. I was just rolling to the right and trying to angle my throw, and it throws it out of bounds for me, so I get a little bit unlucky on that throw, and it's going to bring up yet another third down. I don't want to hit the same play, so we're going to try and do a screen play here and see if we can get it open. We weren't able to run the route correctly. We're on the 48-yard line, so we're going to let this clock run down a little bit, and then we're going to go for it on fourth down. We won't leave them in a position to be able to do anything with it, but we will go ahead and go for it to try and pick it up and get ourselves into field goal range. If we can get a first down out of this, that would be beautiful. Antonio Brown with a massive pickup there on fourth down. A beautiful catch in traffic. Luckily, the ball was not batted away. And we're going to put ourselves here in position to probably take another shot to the end zone real quick before we go ahead and kick the field goal. I'm not sure if I want to take a shot necessarily to the end zone, but I want to try and do something. Maybe try and do another screenplay real quick. No, they're just going to sniff it out again. I'd like to recoup a couple of those yards. I want this to be as short of a field goal as possible. I'll go with the shallow cross, which will be a nice, easy, quick hitting passing play. We might be getting called for a hold there, which would back us up possibly out of field goal range. If we're going to get called for a hold, that's going to back us up to the 45-yard line and just going to put us in another mess of a situation. I want to go to that same play. Where? It's not saying that we ran that play, is it? We're going to try and do something quick hitting here. Nothing. We're not going to get it there. 2 seconds left. It's probably just going to be a toss-up here or a halfback screen. We weren't able to make anything happen on this drive before halftime, so we're probably going to go into halftime with a deficit. And it's going to go back. Alright guys, so we're back here in the fourth quarter on offense. The only notable thing that happened in the third quarter, we got some rushing yards with James Conner, but that was about it. Other than that, Ben Roethlisberger threw an interception, set them up for another field goal, so they're up 10-3 at this point, and we haven't been able to do much aside from that. We moved the ball a little bit. But then we just keep getting stopped whenever we get into their zone. They keep backing us up out of field goal range, and we haven't been able to get any points. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys another drive here on offense. Hopefully we can get something happening, but we haven't been able to do much so far. As you can see, James Conner is being a great workhorse running back for us so far, with about 75 yards rushing on 15 carries. I'll take that all day, but you know, in the end, if you want to win the game, you got to score points, and that's something we're not doing at the moment. It looks like, honestly, our best bet is probably just going to be to ride James Conner out. If he keeps getting big gains like this, we're going to force him to stop us. Our offensive line is opening holes for us at the moment, so we're going to do everything we can in order to just kind of pound the rock forward here and work this, you know, work this defense into submission. Maybe then we can open up the passing game a little bit and set ourselves up for some better yardage on the passing end of things. I'm going to do something I haven't done yet this game. I'm going to try and run it on third down. I think that's been our main issue, that they've known that we've been passing it on fourth down, and they've just been, you know, setting back and waiting on it. We can see the blitzes coming. Hopefully we can run against that. We had the hole there and we got caught up on the defenders, or on our offensive line. I'm not sure exactly what happened there. But we're not going to let them get away with that. We're going to go ahead and we're going to come out here and try and pass the ball on them.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
We're on the side of the field. We're going to go for it. Switzer's going to miss a wide open pass. It's right there, right for his hands, and he's not going to get it. So we'll see if our defense can do anything. I'll be back here with you guys in a couple minutes. Or sorry, a bad punt. We're going to get the ball at the 22-yard line, which is definitely favorable for us. We're going to start off by giving the ball to James Conner. He's been our lead guy so far. If he could break a big one, that would be huge for us. But again, if we do score here, we want this to be basically a chew clock type of thing. We don't want to give them any time to go down and score at this point. That's for sure. So if we need to pound the rock, I'm going to go ahead and pound the rock here. Our defense isn't trying to stop us at this point. I'm A-okay handing the ball off to Conner. James Conner's been a huge workhorse for us so far.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be
James Conner is definitely earning this starting job at running back. With what's been going on in real life with the Pittsburgh Steelers and in the game, the fact that he's been injured for us, I definitely think it's okay to go ahead and continue to start him the rest of the way. I know Le'Veon's going to be out for the rest of the season in terms of our franchise here, so we'll see what happens with that when he comes back. But I think if James Conner continues to prove himself, there's no reason to actually sub him out. And we just totally missed a blocker on that one. That's not going to bode well for us. It's going to put us into a third and long situation. That's going to be tough to get the yardage back. 26 seconds left. We do got to start moving here.
Absolutely, this defense are saying go right ahead with those. Back to throw.
Antonio Brown with a huge catch, but it's not going to matter because we have no time to get back to the line. We used a little bit too much time there already. We're going to give ourselves one play here, basically. We're going to give ourselves 2 seconds and one play to basically toss up the ball, hopefully to Antonio Brown. Give ourselves a chance to tie the game, but if he doesn't catch the ball, if we get sacked, any of those situations, game is over. And try and make sure we get it into the end zone. It was in Antonio Brown's hands, but he wasn't able to come down with it. So we're going to come away with our second loss on the season here, 10-3 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Our passing game completely stalled out. The only bright spot for us, Artie Burns had a nice interception on defense. Our defense played pretty well, holding them to only 10 points, but our passing game was completely ineffective. We weren't able to get anything going against the Jacksonville defense. No surprise there, but it was to a point where we could only get 3 points. Alright guys, and we are back here at the main menu. We are sitting at 8-2 at the top of our division. There's no chance really at this point that anybody's going to overtake us, with the Bengals sitting at 4-5, the Ravens at 2-7, and the Browns at 2-8. We're pretty solidified at the top of the division. A tough loss there against a tough opponent. I know a couple things that we can change if we do end up facing the Jaguars again, potentially in the playoffs. So I'm confident if we do go into a rematch against them that we would be able to do some things differently and probably be able to beat their defense. But a tough loss for us there. Not the end of the world. We do pick up one more injury there at the end of the game. It looks like Marquise Pouncey's going to be out for 5 weeks. Here's what our injuries are looking like. Here's where we stand. A lot of key players out for us. Le'Veon Bell out for 5 weeks. Marquise Pouncey for 5. David DeCastro will be back next week. Juju Smith out for 2 more weeks. And then Gerald Hawkins, IR. Jake McGee, IR. And then Ryan Shazier all on the IR to start the season, so nothing new there. But a couple big players there. Le'Veon Bell, DeCastro, Juju, all out, making things a little bit more difficult on us. And that's about it. That's where we stand. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Go check out my other videos on the channel. If you're just new to this series, go back and catch up on the other videos. I'll see you guys in the next one.